Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. And tonight I just want to talk about what went down today. Big news regarding the New Orleans Saints and with a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. It didn't involve any players. It was about draft picks. So basically, what you see in the graphic and the video, the Saints shall receive the Eagles' 16th pick, first round pick, and their number 19 first round pick. They had two picks in the draft in the first round. And their 194 pick that's in the sixth round. Philadelphia will receive the Saints' 18th pick, third round pick, the 101, 237, seventh round pick, 2023's first round pick, and 2024's second round pick. So you want the Saints to be aggressive? He's complaining about it, and here you go. Now they're being aggressive, they're making moves. Also, they signed two players, new players to the team today. Guy that played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, can't think of his name right now, but signed a guy that played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They also signed, Justin Evans, who played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was a former second round pick. Set out of football for 2 years to recover from an injury. Signed a 1 year deal with the Saints to play safety. Um, they also signed Taco Charlton, who's a first round pick of the Dallas Cowboys, I believe, a while back, a couple of years ago, out of Michigan. So the defensive line, the defense is just getting bulked up, man. The defense has just been restocked for the most part. But back to these picks. So there's a lot of things that the Saints can do with these picks right now. These two first round picks, they can do a multitude of things. They could package these two first round picks, move up in the draft even higher, up into the top five possibly, and draft a quarterback like Malik Willis out of Liberty University. That's one mock draft that I seen that came out right after the news was put out from I think it was USA Today Touchdown Wire. Was that the Saints were gonna take these picks, those two first round picks, move up, I think, with the switch with the New York Giants and take Malik Willis. There's the Saints can also keep these picks and draft some talent at those positions and replenish those players that they lost to free agency like Teron Armstead, um, guys like Malcolm Jenkins, and replenish it with cheap talent with contracts that you're not really paying a whole lot of money for. You know, you can draft that wide receiver that you're looking for in the first round. A guy that you really like in not Malik Willis, but Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. You could probably you use both of those picks on two wide receivers if you want to. But I'm in the mindset of thinking that the Saints are going to draft offensive tackle first and a wide receiver second to go around James to build to put more talent around James Winston. I don't believe that I could be wrong on this, but I don't believe that the Saints are just going to package these picks, give up their first round pick, the 18, just to move up a couple spots and to get a quarterback like a Kenny Pickett or a Malik Willis or Matt Corral, Sam Howell. I mean, a couple draft mocks that I've seen recently, and they have Malik Willis going to the Detroit Lions at number two. So he's moving up. His stock is rising high. One mock that I seen from the Athletic from Bruce Feldman is that he got Willis going to the Pittsburgh Steelers like late in the first round. So we'll find out, man. But they could do a lot with these picks, man. And the Saints, I think the Saints are trying to get back to having. They're trying to have one of those type of drafts like they had in 2017, where you found multiple All Pro players, multiple players that pretty much set the groundwork for them to become contenders, starting back in 2017 once again, and from going forward. They can maybe they're trying to strike gold again. It's a lot they can do with these picks, man. I think, me personally, I think they should get Jameis Winston with some surround Jameis Winston with some weapons, surround him with some protection with an offensive tackle. There's quite a few of them in this draft that they can get. They can also do that as well with these picks. They can move up, package those picks, and move up in the draft and take a guy like a Charles Cross out of Mississippi State. It's Equinu, I think that's his name. No, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it up. Out of North Carolina State. Evan Neal out of Alabama. Who knows, man? They can do a lot, man. I keep saying it. They can do a lot with these picks. They go in a lot of directions, you know. But I think that this is good news for the Saints, man. This is good news. They've given up a lot of people looking at that first rounder for next year, and they're saying that next year is a good quarterback, a good year for that quarterbacks in that draft, which is true. But I think the Saints have confidence that that pick is gonna be in the later in the lower twenties, mid 30s of next year. That's what they're confident in. So if that's the case, the Saints expect to be a better football team this year. They're banking on these. They got to hit. They're expecting these picks to hit so they can be contenders once again. When I say contenders, I mean contenders for championships. Because I don't think it makes sense to give Jameis Winston $28 million contract, 2 years, to one that beg him to come back and then fail to set him up with success by not surrounding him with weapons. You maybe they're not gonna pursue a wide receiver through free agency or through a trade. Excuse me. They can't use these picks for that. Who knows? But maybe they're gonna get their eyes set on the players that they really like. Now I've seen some reports came on my timeline about them meeting with Jameson Williams, Chris Olave, Traylon Burks, all the big name wide receivers they've met with, have meetings with. So something's about to go down. I don't know what it is, but something is gonna go down. And I don't think the Saints are gonna go for a quarterback in this first round. If they do, it is what it is. Might as well accept it. But I think they're gonna do something, man. They may not be done with these picks, man. They may use this to go get a impact player, a wide receiver, like DK Metcalf. I'm hearing that Terry McLaurin is people watching the situation in Washington with Terry McLaurin. Also, I'm hearing about AJ Brown's name getting brought up now. Debo Samuel's name is getting brought up. A lot of wide receivers, are getting the big head. I won't say getting the big head, but have watched how guys like Alvin Robinson getting paid. Guy like Christian Kirk got paid number one to play. He got paid number one wide receiver money in that role he's in. In that role he's going to be in Jacksonville. So a lot of things could go down between this week, and leading up to the draft. We're in the month of April. The draft is I think the drafts is at the around the end of the month. So a lot of things can happen between now and then, man. With these picks, man. I'm more than sure that Carolina got their eyes on Kenny Pickett for quarterback. Atlanta as well. So they're trying to. I think that there's a chance that they try to leapfrog Carolina to get Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis. That's what I'm thinking. If they go for a quarterback. But other than that, man, overall, I believe the Saints are not going to go for a quarterback. I think they're going to look for cheap talent, guys that can get, they can have exceptional play at a discounted rate. And want exceptional performance at a discounted rate, and the way that you can find that is through the NFL draft. And if the Saints can hit on these picks, man, it's going to be 2017, 2018, 2019 all over again with this team. Because they know how to find talent, man. They've proven that they can find talent. Not saying that every guy that they found have hit, but the majority of the players they've found in the lower rounds of the draft has done pretty well. You saw it in 2019, 2017 when they got Trey Hendrickson. They had Trey Hendrickson, Marcus Williams, Alvin Kamara. You know, some good players in that draft. You know, so we'll see how everything plays out, man. But as of today, the Saints have the number 16 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft and the number 19 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft. So that's two first rounders to work with. So we'll see. All right, man. That's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel with these moves. Are you excited about the Saints making getting these picks? Or are you upset that they did make these picks and not think about not have picks for next season, a first rounder for next season? Also in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the One Saints organization. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Have a blessed night. Peace. Who that? I'm out.